coming back to school with me? We could have done it all so easily.
Hi, my name is Craig Thompson-Wood. I'm the board game teacher. Thanks for coming to the classroom. Today we're going to take a look at Cuckoo Zoo by GameRight. So when looking at the number of players, I'm going to give the number of players an A-. I give it an A- because it's 2 to 6 players. I would suggest, especially if you're playing with younger kids, to have at least one adult with the group. Now this isn't a game that I would suggest playing with groups of adults. Probably definitely more a game for kids, but there's ways to make this simpler if you're playing with very young kids. But so a group of 6, with so say 5 kids, 1 adult, would pretty much be a handful, but at least you get them all entertained and involved in a fun game. And for that reason, because it accommodates such a large group, I mean, probably going to be playing this game more at home than you would in a classroom. And for that reason, I think that it's really well suited to most people's needs in that case, so therefore the A-. For learning, I'm going to give the game a C. And I give it the C because there's really no curricular learning that happens here, except for some of the very simple things like identification of color, identification of some of the animals that are on the cards, knowing the animal sounds, but those are some very simple things. You'll learn social skills in there as well, such as taking your turn, being gracious and not throwing a fit if you're being forced to lose a turn, miss your turn. And concentration, memory, those kinds of things are going to come into it as well. But overall, as I say, is there a strong learning component of this? Not really, but I think there is still those things that can be learned in a game like this, so for that reason I still give it the C. For fun, I'm going to give the game a B+. This game is pretty much Uno, just with a few twists added onto it. So if you know how to play Uno, you've already got a good head start on how to play this game. This game, to me, would probably be a little more fun than Uno, particularly it's less take-that than Uno. Uno has some of that real strong take-that element. This one has a little bit, but not as much. And for that reason, I think it's more fun. Plus, with the fact that throughout the game you're making animal sounds, I think this is going to be a big hit with some kids. So B+. For time, I'm going to give this game an A because it's just a deck of cards. So the setup is just shuffling and then dealing. Cleanup is just putting the cards back in the box. The play time is only about 20 minutes. So all in all, you have a very quick, fun activity to be doing with the kids. And it's something that they may be asking for. So it's not a huge time investment if you want to play this game. And then once you've set it up, you can play again if you like. So for the reason, I think it deserves the A for time. For cost, I'm giving the game a question mark. I've looked around, and even on Amazon I can't find it right now. But if you're interested in pursuing this game and finding a copy of it, then I suggest talk to levelup.ca, and I'm sure she'll be able to talk to her distributors and maybe even be able to get a copy of it for you. This game was a kind donation to me by a good friend, JP, who has donated a few games to the board game teachers. So thank you very much, JP, for this copy. It is gladly received and will be put to good use. So that's going to wrap it up for today's episode. If you have any questions about Cuckoo Zoo, then please leave me a message in the comment section below. If you have any other suggestions for games you might like to see on the channel or other topics you might like me to discuss, then as always, please leave me a message in the comment section below. But until next time, I'm Craig Thompson-Wood, the board game teacher, saying thanks for coming to the classroom.
Are you coming back to school?